So let me formally welcome you back to Far Lands or Bust, a day, 10-year anniversary, a-thon extravaganza, Orama 2021, fundraising for the CDC Foundation to crush COVID-19. .com. When we left off yesterday, we were 33,773.7 megabytes into the Far Lands or Bust journey. Today is February 13th, 2021. Week 2. It's been a week. We started last Saturday. And yeah, we raised $2,620, 62% of our goal. At 69%, that unlocks the girlfriend day, which we could turn around and do it Monday or something like that. You could have had it today since she had a snow day, but y'all's playing. Ha 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 ha, Kurt. What did I do? Are you laughing with me or at me? There was a great moment there. What did I do? It's worse when I don't intentionally make a funny. It just comes so natural to me. I'm just a natural comedian. All right, get your woofs ready. Who's ready? Get your woofs. Could use some donations and questions as well. Let's go. Woof, there it is. Let's start, says Wolfie. Let's start. Well, speaking of snow, snow day. Snow day. Oop, that's not what I want to get rid of. I want to get rid of that. East, west. Minecraft Beta 173. And carrying on. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. Alright, being in the snow biome is making me feel colder and colder. The jittering is definitely jitterier. We passed the floating point thingy a few months ago. A full few months ago. Is what I said for some reason. Blink. Oh, well, that stuff's gone forever. I don't want no wet wool. Can't go halvesies on your months. Careful, Wolfie, I don't need you spawning under the ice. Indeed. Keep your eye on the chicken. Keep your eye on the chicken. Unfortunately, it wasn't, snowman making snow today. There wasn't enough moisture in it. It, like, stuck. It's a good snowball snow. But once it became too big, like, for a snowman, it crumbled under its own weight. So the snowman will have to wait. Ah! Indeed. Should I have tweeted? I didn't tweet. I haven't been tweeting. It seems... I've been doing it. I saw somebody else make like a thread and just like reply to their own tweets of when they go live. And then like, oh, if you don't want to see this, just mute the thread. But I don't think that works a lot. I feel like the way Twitter is dumb is that it puts like the entire thread in somebody's feed. Because I have, every time I tweet in that thread, somebody like just eventually like likes the first tweet and of like, I'm playing Astroneer or something like that. I'm like, no, that's not the most recent one. That was like 17 days ago. There's no way tweeting works. Promotion is a lie. I see the first and last tweets. Right, I saw that too on their thread, and I'm like, that doesn't look good. That doesn't seem right. So, I don't know. We got a nice amount of viewers now. We don't want to break that, so I won't tweet. I won't tweet! Not gonna do it. No pink sheep. No pink sheep yet. I mean, what? It's technically been like 10 hours of FLoB-A-Thoning and not a single pink sheep yet. We're calling this the Far Lands Are Bust-A-Day 10-year anniversary-a-thon Extravaganza Orama 2021 for the CDC Foundation Fight Against COVID-19. I did that off of memory this time. Not so pink sheep free this time? Not really? No? There's the donate link for you. Didn't you see a pack of pink sheep? Yeah, we totally did. Ah. Not that old chestnut again. Why do you have a diamond block in your inventory? I had a bunch of diamonds left over from when we made music blocks, or music notes, or record players at the end of the last season, and I didn't know what to do with them, so I turned them into a block. And I'm just carrying them with us. And I have no particular use for them yet. Yet? I could sacrifice it, like just put it at the top of the next F3 monument. Could have made a diamond chess piece, but I didn't. Pants! I see that the Discord alert hasn't gone out yet either, so... Can't be the Iron Curtain with a diamond chess piece. This is true. This is legal advice. Oh, beans. I think I saw that the Mars rover is due to land at like 3:44 Eastern Time, PM Eastern Time on Mars next Thursday. So that's like noon 44 or whatever I said. I'm glad the Martian rover is due to land on Mars. The Martian rover is due to land on Jupiter. So that's like the first time I've seen like an actual time. I think it was like something 3:44 p.m. or something 3 p.m. Eastern Time. On the 18th. Rock Mage! Thank you for the $10 donation to the CDC Foundation, the first donation of the day. If you had $1 million, would you stop buying craft dinners, or would you simply buy more craft dinners? Please write back soon. What is this, a message in a bottle? I, for some reason, got a kick out of that. 355. All right, I knew it was a double number. So just before 1 p.m. I'll have to stream early that day. I don't buy craft dinners. So I guess I would stop buying craft dinners since I never started. Oh, I need that bed. Oh. All right, this is difficult. This is difficult. Where's that torch? All right. Neat. Or would you simply buy more craft dinners? You know what we can't find anymore that we wish we could?
Look at us. Hey.
Hummus fraud.
Look at us. Huh?
That's what we couldn't find.
Say it again. Look at us.
Susan, where are you?
Ooh, I hated the way she said that with the questioning, like, inflection. Thank you very much for those 54 months in the subtub. Wow, what's his name? What's his name? He's a chef. Anyway, they were like frozen fajita bags. Frozen fajita bags. Bags of chicken fajitas. And, it was just like easy to like throw it in a pan and simmer them up after 10 minutes, and then you have fajitas. I like to then get the cheap, like, frozen chicken slices and put those in there to make it more chickeny, because they really kind of skimp on the meat. Can't find those anywhere. They like they used to be at Safeway. They stopped being at Safeway. They had them at Sprouts, but I don't live near a Sprouts anymore. Target kinda still has them sometimes. It sounds good, glad it doesn't exist now. I mean, they are, like... Well, I mean, I guess if you find them, like, on a good deal. They're like $8 a pop. But yeah, frozen fajita bag. No, not Emerald. He's like known for making Mexican cuisine. Frontera Grill. He's like, yeah, the Frontera. I mean, that's the brand. That's the name of his restaurant. Frontera. They're just like bags, frozen bags. You know, like kind of how the there's a bunch of like pasta in bags, but these were like gluten-free and like they were actually pretty good. And they had like all the chicken and the sauce in there and the various peppers and onions and things. Yeah, can't find those no more. Like, you can find the sauce. The fajita sauce. But at that time, what's the point? Gotta bring all your own vegetables to the table? They're good, but too much salt. What are? Those things? You know what I'm speaking of? They also had, like, chicken tacos and, like, pork carnitas and, like, something else, or, like, a vegetarian one. But, like, the best one was the chicken fajitas. I mean, sure, anything that is, like, pre-made, pre-frozen craft dinner style is too much salt. Any boats? I mean, same thing with all the gluten-free pizzas. Not that I care anymore, since we're making our own pizzas from scratch. Gluten-free pizzas have been difficult to find. The last time I bought them was when they were all, like, Whole Foods, I know. But Whole Foods does, like, a half off all frozen pizzas. And, like, it includes the gluten-free pizzas. That's, like, the last time I bought frozen pizzas. Like, can't find the Udis anywhere anymore. My favorite was the DiGiorno had a gluten-free Supreme recipe that just vanished from the face of the earth. Again, Target is kind of the last place you can find the California Pizza Kitchen brand in a gluten-free variety. Lots of pineapple on pizza. It's fine. I don't go out of my way to do it, like I did on the last pizza because the girlfriend requested it. And we had pineapples from our Jello making experiments. You tried a pizza stone or steel curd? No. No. Because my pizzas come out fine. I got a new pizza, just like a pizza pan, like a $5 pizza pan from Target. That's just a non-stick circle cookie sheet. And the pizzas come out fine. Pizzas come out fine. I feel like because you gotta like let a pizza stone like heat up for like half an hour before you use it. And especially when I'm making my own pizza crust, I need to like, because it's a gluten-free crust, you can't like spread it out. You kind of have to with your hand mush it out to the shape of a pizza. So like that wouldn't work. I couldn't do that on a hot pizza stone. Makes you feel extra fancy. But then you also got to find a place to store this stone when you're not using it. I'll give you a place to store your stone. I don't know what a piece of steel is. What's a piece of steel? What's a piece of steel? Same thing, just steel. Oh, so it's a cookie sheet, but like hardened, like heat conducting steel. It's thick. Yeah. I mean, I do have a little bit of an issue with soggy centers, but I think that's more the fact that I load up a lot of toppings and sauce and cheese on it. And the convection oven that we have very evenly cooks our pizzas. The top gets nice and browned cheese. Whoa! Okay! Holy cow! Woo! Woo! Looked over at the donation and took a trip. Woo, buddy! Wolfie, that could have been bad. Woo! 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 Woo, buddy. Oh, sure, it was Small Batch's fault. You didn't even have a question. Thank you for that $25 donation. That was weird because it was like up on a hill. Like that doesn't even go down that deep. It goes down to sea level. Good Lord. Careful, Kurt. The boots took some damage. I honestly don't know. It looks like my helmet took damage. Speaking of baking, I'll make a gluten-free loaf here and eat it. Ooh, almost dropped a loaf on that one. Alright, let's go, Wolfie. I was worried he was going to jump in after me, but apparently he's not being distracted by donations like I am. Good times here in Far Lands of Us. Now we're awake. Now we're awake. No more yawning. There's going to be a lot more yawning. One of these days, there's gonna be lava there where I end up landing. It is like a weird thing. There is like a velocity that, like, with the terrain jitter like that, if it takes like one more step, boop. But that is weird. I think... Yeah, I think I am... Yeah. It's not the way the terrain looks. It is like the block selection. I think we already tested this when we went to the floating point area. Is that... Yeah. I believe I can fly. This hurts my brain. Oh, need dirt. Confusing mine eyes. Ugh. Boink. Is it hard to get gluten-free stuff in the U.S. without being lumped with the vegan veggie crowd?
Not me. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Bulb Eater, thank you for 35 months in the sub-tub. And Tao's Change, thank you for the donation to the CDC Foundation. Kind of to the gluten-free but vegan veggie. It's kind of like that's in the stores. Like if there's a gluten-free section, it's also by the healthy eating section, which those two are, you know, do not equal the same thing. But no, not, I guess, specifically that I've noticed. I mean, honestly, that would be fine, too. We keep saying we want to eat less meat, but... difficult. It's too easy, rather, to eat meat than to try to not. Taos, let's call it that, with their donation, asked, I'm trying to decide if I want to try a different steak for myself for V-Day. Would you recommend anything other than a ribeye, which I always get? Ribeyes are tough, I feel like. I mean, difficult to cook, right. And, like, find a good one, as far as I'm aware. We got another donation coming in from Rockmage. Thank you very much. And
Slide that into your DMs and twitch it.
Jan Skelvic.
7 months left until nice. Really enjoying the FLoB-A-Thon.
FLoB-A-Thon.
Can't wait to see the new F3 number. Have fun. Creeper hiss sound plays.
You could make that happen with some a bit alert. But thank you very much. Much appreciated. Honestly, we've been having luck with bone-in steaks and meats. So I think the girlfriend got, like, we did like T-bone steaks that turned out really good. I think that's what she got again. Or maybe it's a rib. I honestly don't know. Like, the easiest, but it's not the best cut of steak, is probably just a sirloin, I think. Like, that's like the default steak. The default restaurant steak or whatever. I don't know. We do whatever's on sale or what's cheap. Like, I try to think like, oh, maybe, like, there's, like, butchers around. Maybe we go to, like, an actual, like, non-grocery store specialist butcher or whatever. But that's very expensive also. And I'm sure you'd get a better cut of meat, but it's also kind of like... like, I don't know. You get a better cut of meat, but then it's like, I'm still going to be the one cooking it, and I don't trust myself. See, I don't know what specifically she got, but I think it is some. I don't know. The bone-in. It adds to the flavor, I guess. I don't know. Rockmage. We're writing to inform you that you're in charge of naming future NASA missions. Here's the two we need. The next Martian rover and Europa Ocean Explorer. Also, we realize today is Saturday, so there are no business hours. Please write back soon. I don't like any steak that has a lot of fatty, marbly sections in it. But that's where all the flavor is. Well, then you wouldn't like a ribeye. That's like all that is. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't like to sit there and chew on a piece of gristle for 10 minutes as well, I guess. But that's also like the quality of the meat, I feel like, depends on that too. Gristle. I mean, I don't like, yeah, there's like the ones that have like a little trim of fat around it. I don't think you're supposed to eat the fat. The fat, it kind of just is there to like hold in the moisture. The best cut of steak is the one you enjoy eating. True. Very true. Next Martian rover. Steve. Europa Ocean Explorer. Bubbles. Oh, that's sad. The hummingbird is looking for the hummingbird feeder, but it froze, so we brought it inside. Play some Sarah McLachlan for that hummingbird. Kind of sad. He's still poking around like, hey, where the heck did this thing go that I depend on to live? Europa Ocean Explorer. Wet Willy. You gotta go under here. I'm glad you don't have to name too many things. What are we doing on wood? Could use some wood. Yeah, I mean, I also don't name my cars for the reason that I don't know what I would be able to stick with. I mean, besides Wolfie. Well, yeah, I mean, Wolfie was pretty much just that. It was the whole Bodie McBoatface time in the internet. It stuck, though. There's no other wolves called Wolfie. Yeah, I'm the one who set that trend, see? Trendsetter. Influencer. Chorizo sausage. Copyright holder of both. Yeah, I'm going to file for a trademark on it, along with 10-day challenge or whatever was going on in the YouTube scene, and Reacts videos. I'm gonna do a trademark on all of these things. I'm gonna trademark red circles with red arrows pointing to them. I only know about the current YouTube events thanks to Twitter. Here's the thing I'm curious about with, like, that new Komodo dragon emote. Did they have to pay for the rights to use that from the photographer who took the original image? I'm going to assume no, because they're Twitch and Amazon and the rules don't apply to them. Oh geez, I need beds. Whoops, I fell. I mean, just like there was, like, the photographer who took the picture of Total Biscuit that they use now as the LOL emote. Like, he was like, hey, you didn't ask my permission, or, like, you know, offer royalties or anything like that. Of course, nothing came of that, I'm sure, because everybody was like, oh, don't be such a blah, 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 blah. They had to be redrawn. Well, but it's still based off the photograph.
Forgot what this one was.
It's that now. Blaze it. I just changed that before the stream today. Because somebody did it yesterday. I'm like, oh, I changed it and it doesn't apply very well anymore. Minecraft sounds. Thank you, Vash, for the bits. But now it's its own pixel art thing, not the photo. Well, as far as precedence would be going, Shepard Fairey, who made the Hope photo with Obama, got sued and lost his his rights and had to pay damages for using a photo of Obama that some photographer took. You say most of the time. It's up to a court. And in this case, Twitch Amazon has endless amounts of money, and the small independent photographers cannot wage any sort of legal battle fairly where they would win. On the flip side, it was probably some Getty Images photographer who took that picture of Obama that Shepard Fairey, an independent artist, made the Hope poster out of, and he had no way to fairly be represented in that court. Indeed. So yeah, the system is working as intended. Not for the little guy. As intended. Cone had a Pog hip holster. I had Pogs. I had a few slammers in my day. Super Nintendo Chalmers. Yeah, everybody had their own rules about how Pogs were played. When does the contract for this 10-year shirt come in? It came in with the referral for a TeePublic store that I tried to provide, but you didn't use because you had already created your account. I tried to do the same thing for Beef and Patreon, and he had already created his account, so missed out on that. Yeah, you plan ahead and then you're like, I'm going to do this 3 years later. What was it you said yesterday? The most important part of the plan is giving up. Step 1 of executing a plan is giving up. I am going the wrong way. Look at me, keeping you guys on your toes. On purpose. I just wanted to look at this almost perfectly circular island is all I was trying to do. Well, hey, the bot posted the stream. Now we're above 100 viewers. Are you free right now, Cone? Do you want to be on a call? I haven't had any guests for this FLoB-A-Thon thing. Speaking of plans. Have you seen I made a bot on my Discord for you? No. No, I did not. What does it do? Uh-oh. Right on schedule. Where does that go to? What channel? Content sharing. Content leaks. Oh, that's the one. Right on schedule. Oh my. There's a lot of alerts I've missed on that since I never have ever been in there. It posts it on time? Well, how do I get your bot in my Discord? Although I was a minute late yesterday. I remember I went live at 3:11 and it says 3:12. I don't know who made any of the bots or things on my Discord. I think I pay attention to that or have any sort of control over my own community. And I don't know, I guess I could be a guest. Only if you want to. I don't want to, like, force anything here. I'm not sure I have anything interesting to say. I'm sure somebody will come up with a donation. Onion, thank you very much. Getting us to $2,700. I'll give you a NASCAR play-by-play. Is there a NASCAR happening? Oh, I guess it is February. Don't they start in February? Oh, is that why you did the Nasty Car event? Listen. You planned that 3 years ago. Have you ever tried Kobe beef or Wagyu beef or any of the other expensive meat? No. I don't think so anyway. Kobe beef. Is that just floating up there? That's crazy. Look at that. X marks the spot. I wouldn't even call that a levitating island. That's just a levitating slice. It's mail time. Well, that's an level. That's an elevated level of... You know what I'm trying to say. And failing desperately at saying.
I just don't
Alex.
think there's anybody better. Really? You got it. You got it. Hey, thank you.
Greetings.
Greetings. Thank you for 44 months in the subtub. Neat. Don't really get levitating landmasses in the current version of the game, do we? It's like it came out of here and went wah. That's how it does. Wah. Yeah, it does. It looks like it came out of this little slice of land. This little slice of heaven. Screenshots I'll never use. Ooh, shoot. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever had Kobe or Wagyu beef or anything, to my knowledge. I mean, I had a really good, like, steak. What is that stuff called? Tapas that, like, melted in my mouth. That could have been something, like, fancy or special. Ryuski beef. But no, I don't think specifically anything, like, that it was named as such, to the best of my knowledge. Again, that's like the sort of thing, like, especially if I was, like, cooking it, I'd be like, I'm going to ruin this. I think if you cook anything for long enough, it melts in your mouth. No, that's like you cook it for the least enough. Like, especially with steak. The more you cook it, the tougher it gets because you strip all the moisture. The moisture! Oh, ha! Cone's in his call without me. He's commentating, but... Hello.
Hello, I'm a guest.
He's a guest! First guest. Re-guest of the...
Hey, thanks for having me on. Glad I could fit this into your schedule.
Glad you could fit this into my schedule?
Glad you could fit this into your schedule.
Ah, I see. Yes, I know. What do you have to promote today? Quick.
I would like to promote Sharpies.
Sharpies.
Yep. Fine point.
Mmm.
Yep.
They are the finest.
Yeah, NordVPN, Rock Auto. That's not gonna happen. And what's the one? Oh, there's one that everybody uses.
I was gonna
Audible?
say, oh yeah, Audible is like an affiliate thing. What's the one, like the video game key scamming site?
Hmm.
The one that's like
Squarespace
PewDiePie
is
and all
good.
of them.
I don't know what that is.
Ah,
I'm not as avid of a PewDiePie watcher as you.
no. The yeah, G2G or whatever.
G2G.
They basically they like are game key resellers, but they like get their keys from dubious sources, and they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. All this is legit.
You.
Yeah, and they come into
Well, I
fire.
googled it, and like the first thing that comes up is, well, G2G itself is not a scam.
Right? Sure. They're
Okay.
just a platform where scams kind of happen at their behest.
Great. Just great.
Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah,
that's the thing that Stream Elements keeps yelling at us about.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, these are like gonna be like Twitch bounties, but through Stream Elements, but they've only been those like
It's
mobile
only been
game
that,
ports.
and like it just like yells at you constantly about it.
Right. If you accept more sponsorships, you'll be considered for more in the future. Well, these are the only ones I've ever seen.
Maybe have something relevant.
Already, here we are, complaining about the industry.
No, never.
Never. Boy, howdy, I've been on quite the runaround trying to get my tax information from Twitch.
Have you?
Yeah.
I did finally figure out. I have to apologize to Twitch. I was so trash talking them because they couldn't figure out how to send two 1099s from two channels to the same person.
Mm-hmm.
And weeks later, I finally went and compared it to my spreadsheets, and they combined it all into one 1099.
Ah.
So they just put them both channels to the same place.
I see. Probably because it's like the same name and
Yeah.
address and stuff.
I suppose. My bad.
Not so much luck for me.
Somebody now another random person has it. Isn't Twitch the one that like sends it to the wrong place?
Sends it to the wrong place. Who did that?
Well, how else would you get it? Can't you just don't you only get it through the Amazon craziness?
Right. No, yeah, like they're saying, "Oh, you got to register using the email that you not your Twitch email necessarily, but the email that you set up your payment." I'm like, "Okay, I've done that." And I've also done it with every other email I ever have owned, and each one is an error in saying that they can't find my account. And each time I go back and forth with the email, they're just like, well, they just repeat the same copy and paste from their instructions. Make sure it's you need to create a new account and use the same email that's in your Twitch payouts. I'm like taking screenshots. I'm doing that.
Yeah, I think they put it to some other email address is what I'm saying.
Right. I've tried all of them that I could possibly fathom.
Who knows which?
So yeah, then I went to Amazon because I noticed a bunch of people on Twitter are having the same problem, and one of them, like Amazon Help, replied and said, "Try Amazon Help," and then they just said, "Oh, well, only Twitch can help you with that, so we'll forward your issue with." I'm like, "Oh, great! I look forward to 6 more emails."
Have you checked your winpark.com email? Oh, I don't know that we've checked that in months. That's CK's job.
Panda Power has an email, a donation. How many beds have you had, excluding hotels, hospitals, vacations? Oh, and I've been keeping a track of those. That you considered to be yours. Interesting. Hold on, I need to, like, count.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same.
Four? That's about right, especially for, like, you're supposed to change your mattress, like, every 10 years or something, they say. The mattress industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had, like, my childhood bed was, like, a double or a full or whatever. And I, like, took that when I moved out. But then used my partner's bed when we bought the place and moved in together. Then we didn't bring that with when we moved to Arizona and got a new bed. But then I didn't bring that bed with and instead got a new bed when I moved here. And that's the one I'm currently on.
I think I've had 6.
6!
I was bed indecisive as a kid, and I think my parents were desperate to find a bed that I would actually sleep in.
I see.
Because I was notorious for sleeping on the floor, on the couch, in the hallway, wherever, not in a bed. So I had a bunk bed, even though I had a room by myself. I also had a water bed for a while. Which I did like the water bed, but the heaters would always break, and a cold water bed is uncomfortable to sleep on. And then eventually, I think what happened to the waterbed was I was into like drafting, like line art for a while there. And you know how sharp those pencils are?
Ah.
Yep. I think that was the end of the waterbed. So they got me a regular bed. But I didn't take it with me when I moved out, and I don't know why. I don't know why I ended up not taking that bed.
Yeah, I think maybe in my like first house, but this was like before I was like 4 years old. I'm sure I obviously had a bed of some kind, but I don't remember that bed or count it. I guess I don't know.
Always slept on the top bunk too.
So they gave you a choice,
Mm-hmm.
and then you only chose one.
Right. However, if you've never slept in a bunk bed, you don't know how great the top bunk is, because you get to put your feet on the ceiling. Like, you can lay down and have your feet propped on the ceiling, and it's relaxing. There was a mark on my ceiling from where I slept.
The old
feet.
foot marks on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever slept on a top bunk, and I don't think I've ever had that experience then.
Given my experience, it would probably be torture for you.
Yeah, no, my
close to the ceiling.
knees would be in my face.
True. Yeah, I guess I never had anybody below me to like push their feet up into the top bunk and annoy me. Maybe it was actually a sign. Maybe it was actually like my parents being funny and thinking that would get me to have friends. We'll get him a bunk bed.
Sleepovers with his friends.
I had like one friend that stayed over maybe twice. It was a low. It was only a 8-foot tall ceiling, so probably only a couple feet.
A couple feet
A couple feet for a couple feet.
on the ceiling. So how about steak? Have you ever had any fancy steak? Kobe, Wagyu,
No.
Ryuski?
No, I haven't had any Ryuski steak. As much as I like steak, I really have only had like, your basic sirloins or whatnot. And like I like those enough that I don't feel like I need anything fancier.
True. Yeah.
And that's already too expensive. I hate eating any food that like costs more than a week's worth of food.
A week's worth of nuggets.
Right. Listen here, Rombos. I've been doing this since before you were born.
Prime
I don't
rib.
know when the first time I was on, actually.
Now wait a minute. I might be thinking of prime rib. Ribeye. Rib. What's the one that's like really marbly and like it's kind of cooked pretty rare? Is that prime rib or is that ribeye? It's the word rib that's throwing me.
I feel like it's ribeye.
Right.
Amazon Prime Rib. It's Prime Rib Gaming now. Prime Rib Gaming.
That's ribeye. Okay. Then I guess I don't know what prime rib is. But yeah, okay. I remember I went to like a steak restaurant in Arizona when my dad was in visiting for my birthday. And I got the ribeye. It was very good, but it was also like expensive and like it is very fatty, but it was like the fat melted. But yeah, it was like the default is like medium rare or like rare almost.
Right. It took me a long time to come around to like pink steaks.
Pink steaks. Pink steaks.
It's just one of those. I mean, I think that's every kid thing. Like kids hate or just like not super well done meat in general. And it was just always like, ew, it's bleeding.
It's cold.
It's still alive. So that's why you cover it in soy sauce when it's well done and has no flavor. Burgers that are pink still freak me out, though.
Yeah, I'll only do that at like a fancy burger place.
And I don't feel like it makes them any better.
I guess it depends, yeah. Like I think it makes it better if it's like a thick.
Oh, well.
A thick honk of meat.
Yeah, I really don't like ground beef very much, so when it's real thick like that, that's just no good.
So a meatloaf isn't on the menu.
Oh, meatloaf is disgusting.
I loved meatloaf.
Loved?
Loved
Wait, is this
it.
something
It was
that
like
you used to like, but you don't anymore?
well, no, it's something that I used to like that I haven't had anymore. Because like traditionally it has like breadcrumbs in it. That's something like we keep talking about like, oh, we should make meatloaf or something like that.
The singer?
Yep. I don't know if I'll do that. Loaved meat. Isn't it just meatballs in loaf form? Kind of. It's got other stuff in it though. And like you put like strips of bacon on the top.
Have we actually talked about the Wolfie thing? Like you and me? I don't know if we've actually talked about it.
The Wolfie thing.
That video I did where I was Wolfie.
You know my memory. And how precise it is.
Before like F1 or any of that.
Huh.
Like, it was really early. I know you at least liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you actually watched it or not, hopefully you didn't, because it was incredibly cringy.
Is it still on your channel?
It is, and I think for the ramp truck, one of the fundraising things I did, I was like, I will live watch and react to this. And it killed me inside.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I did. Oh. I was super new to like speaking into a microphone and how to not sound horribly unnatural. But I had the idea, and it was like one of those things that got in my brain, and it's like I must do this. I have to. It's gonna be.
I'm the only one who has this idea.
I kind of was. It got deleted. Thank you, Automon. Cobot rules. Oh no.
A FLoB parody, as if there was to be a series of these FLoB parodies.
Yeah, I don't think I will be returning to that role. I would be much better at it now, but I don't think I'll return to it. Oh, it's a lot of work.
So wait, you... this like now it's sounding familiar.
So I recreated FLoB
right
by taking the audio from one of your episodes.
Oh, okay.
Then I walked in Beta 173 through a world, and then I took that world and put it in the newer version of Minecraft, and used Spectator to show the perspective of Wolfie throughout the course of episodes.
Got it.
The unfortunate part is I decided to voice over Wolfie. If I hadn't done that, it wouldn't be nearly as cringy today.
You don't say.
It was very well received then, though. I think the standards were so much lower in 2012.
Yes. It's the only reason I'm still here.
I guess it was 2014. Yeah, it was one of those. It was one of. I think it was my most liked video for many years, and one of the only ones that didn't have dislikes until I posted it again, or it went. You know, we watched it again in 2020. Then it started to pick up dislikes. So that shows you how much ruder the internet has gotten in the last, 6 years.
Or just how much ruder your own viewers have gotten.
Could be.
Oh, this is. I don't have a bed, so this is gonna be the last. Minecraft day.
Unbelievable.
2 dislikes.
It was clean.
Ruin the algorithm.
Algorithm. No, that was a joke. I don't think the internet has gotten any ruder, but I think people have gotten more brazen about it. I think people were a little bit more timid. Like, I don't know. Filters are off now.
Oh. Well, I guess if I had dirt, this could be a pre-made hidey hole. Let's go. Oh, that's no good. A little bit of a hole in the ceiling.
I've always hated this, not being able to hear the sounds.
A Wolfie? Where are you? Ah, dingus. Come on. Come on! There you go. Ha! let's build your own hidey hole. I've done it. There, that's better. Neat. Ooh, running out of wood. Wolf EXE is here, everybody.
I thought that was just Wolfeeks.
Wolfeeks?
Wolfeeks.
Well, it used to, what was it? It used to be something else, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I forgot. It was many. There was like a few iterations.
I saw another classic FLoB name earlier. Sister Attitude.
Ah, Sister Attitude. I remember.
Remember?
I just don't remember any of your
No, it's
FLoB
fine.
parody series.
I understand. Not a friend.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to go to sleep. Back up the world. Put on a hoodie because I'm cold. And then we'll continue. Would you like to do the snoring noises, Cone?
I couldn't possibly do that.
Did you do it when you recorded the episode? I can't remember now.
I did.
I think you did okay.
I can't do it on the spot. I got the whisper part. I got like the...
Oh, yes. Thank you, Bowstripe, for the $10 for the charity. All right, let's go. To sleep.
Boy, that's real bad over Discord.
Is
That's
it?
real bad. It cuts in and out.
It's trying to like background noise it.
Yeah, I think it is.
33,850 megabytes.
The like whistle part of it used to be so much longer in the old episodes.
15 more seconds to figure out where to edit it for the VOD. But we're back up to $2,737 for the CDC Foundation to crush COVID. There's a donation link.
65%. That's like nearly 69%.
It is, Cone. It is. Ooh, spooky noises.
Future car driven by future man?
Future car driving by Future Man? Future Man? There's a show, like a streaming Netflix or Amazon show called Future Man or something. I saw that and I'm like, huh? All right. Let's continue. Get your woofs ready. Woof.
Woof.
Wharf. Wharf?
Woof.
Whoops, that's not how you do it. There we go. That's better. Out of our pre-made hidey hole, sort of. Required some assembly, but continuing on with our friend ConeDodger 240 on the line.
Sure.
Sure. Our other friend Bowstripe with their donation asks, what is the story, or is there a story behind the Kurt Cone emote? I mentally refer to it as the undodged cone. I mean, I don't know that there's a story other than that I think we were doing a lot of like co-op stuff at the time, and and you didn't have a partnership or emotes yet either.
Yeah, I don't think I was even an affiliate. I don't think affiliates were even a thing.
No. So I had Rosie come up with a Kurt Cone.
Smooshed me.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I was also like, I wasn't streaming very much, but I was just kind of like more on your streams in that era.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, that or I was doing like the dirt rally stuff, or maybe it was even like the Forza stuff where I was running into your avatar all the time.
Now we have. Oh. How to use Twitch.
How Twitch? And now, yes, now there's the Kurt Lurk. Which is very appropriate. Because, yeah, it does seem like every time I
Look at us.
happen to stop into
Look at
somebody's
us. Look at
stream,
us.
it's
Huh?
like they start talking about
Look
me
at
for
us.
some reason.
Say it again. Look at
They're
us.
creepy. Shadow Wolf, thank you for 59 months in the sub tub.
That's almost 60.
This is true.
That's why Kurt used to have me on. That kind of witty commentary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just back up. You know what came out recently, ConeDodger?
Mm-mm.
Season 3 of SnowRunner.
You're kidding me.
I forgot what it was called, but it's out.
Guess I'll launch the Epic Game Launcher and see.
Mm-hmm. And the season pass is on sale. And I'm not saying I bought it, but
You bought it?
maybe. Because it's
Didn't we
gonna
determine that I
include season 1 through 4. So there's still a yet to be released season that is included in the season pass. Confusingly, that includes multiple seasons. Figured, much like Wreckfest, I got a lot of content out of SnowRunner. They deserved the extra 18
Yeah.
bucks or 20 bucks or whatever it cost.
Yeah, I think I buy all the Wreckfest ones just because it's like, yeah, I mean, I've gotten more than $60 of value out of the game. I think I only paid 20 for it because it
Right.
was next car game or whatever. Oh, Kurt, it's logging.
Oh, back to its roots.
Better.
Logs.
Back to the roots.
You
Get
got
it, trees,
it.
roots.
You got it. Hey, thank you.
The worst.
Locate and deliver.
Logging in Wisconsin.
In the what the heck are they called? The Grand Mountains? The Great Mountains.
There's mountains in Wisconsin?
In SnowRunner.
Oh.
What are the big mountain? I live right west of them.
The Rockies?
Rocky Mountains, that's them. I was confusing the Great Lakes and
The Great Mountains
they're pretty
of
good.
Wisconsin.
The Rocky Mountains of Wisconsin.
Yeah, this is very mountainous terrain in this trailer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, even just like the Wisconsin, like the first map you're on in the game is like
Oh yeah, Michigan. Yep.
Michigan. Oh, Michigan, that's right. Wisconsin, Michigan. I get those
Same
two
thing.
confused as well.
One's mint and one's cheese.
Mm-hmm. And like an M is a W upside down.
Yeah.
That doesn't get you confused with words and things,
No.
but the color of math does.
It doesn't give me confused. It's just that when the question was asked, I was instantly like, blue. Like, I didn't even have to hesitate. I was just like, math is blue.
No. Ah, the hummingbird, he's back. Yay, I did this for you. He just did do like a little 360, like looking around, making sure it wasn't a trap.
Yeah. Why is this warm?
Yes. Slightly warm sugar water. He will not die. Not on this day, maybe tomorrow when it freezes again, but...
Sounds like a threat. So, yes, I do own it. Okay, so I don't have to buy it.
Hmm.
Do I want to try it?
That's maybe why I bought it for myself, in case...
Yeah.
in case I was...
I don't know why I hated it so much. I don't know.
It is very repetitive,
Yeah.
but that is kind of like something that gets me in games. I don't know if you noticed.
There's curtains for the windshield now, Kurt.
Curtains? Are they iron curtains?
No other cloth.
Can't have everything.
Yeah, I think I liked the more kind of like linear progression of Mud Runner. This
Mhm.
one's so you never feel like you're making progress in Snow Runner.
Right. Yeah, and like you also like can't like do multiple tasks along the way. You're kind of stuck. Okay, I'm doing this now.
I'm seeing a lot of people in chat that are right. I have a question
Oh.
about chat. Do you at all have any memory or recollection of what chat was like for, say, FLoB-A-Thon 2 or like those early days when there was like thousands and thousands of people? Because I don't.
I don't either.
It's very weird. Like the only chat style that I remember is from like when you started really streaming forward. I don't remember any of the pre Kurt's a streamer chats.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost like imagining that we mostly like ignored it.
Possibly.
Like
probably,
on stream.
honestly.
I'm thinking like we came up with like may contain content and stuff. I think that was all just from with the group on the call and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And I guess prior to like subs, bits,
Oh,
and all
well,
that
not
stuff.
going this way.
Mhm.
Skeletons.
Yeah. Clankety clank. Yeah, it's just a weird like it's like a black hole in my memory of even I just don't really even remember at all what the streams were like. I remember watching,
Right.
but I guess it was so much more like a video than it was a live stream. Then.
Right.
Oh yeah, plus there was a big delay. Well,
True, there was, yeah, the big stream to chat delay. That thankfully Mixer and Beam fixed for the
Right.
entire industry before they
died.
sank to the bottom of the ocean. I do remember, I say recently, but it must have been in like the last 2 years I went through my mod list, and there were like a bunch of names I have not seen in a long time, but that I like recognized from like the first times I was streaming.
Like good.
Like good. I mean, he was good Boulder Fist.
It does humor me how you and Good were both kind of like streaming curmudgeon-y. Like when it was new, you were both kind of like, ugh, streaming. And now
I think a lot of that was due to like how technically difficult it was, or just different it was. Like I need to learn, there's another piece of software. I gotta pay for XSplit. I mean, there really was no way to make money on it either, other than like donations and stuff. And like back then, I think we were both curmudgeon-y about like, I'm not gonna ask my viewers for money.
well, now look at it. That's probably also, I think, why they were such big hits for raising money for the FLoB-A-Thon like goals or whatever.
Right.
There was nothing else to do.
Right, yeah, there was no other... like... chat, interaction, or viewer...
Well, if you insist.
bits! Well, if you insist. Now Cone is trying to get $10 million from his viewers?
Mm-hmm. It's current goal.
Hmm. Hoping one of your viewers got in on the game stunk.
Right.
Oops. Torches, torches, torches.
But you're not, Lorgon. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Both in the same places.
Brian needs some torches.
Thank you very much, Uncle Scientist. I do have the alert, though. I feel like, isn't there a longer version of that, though? Other than him just saying torches, torches, torches? Like, there's a second verse.
I don't remember.
Torches, something.
Oh, yeah. Torches, torches, torches. I think it usually goes with Brian for some reason because he's got too many names. And there's also the do-do-do-do item repair.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
You don't remember that one?
I don't remember him going doo-doo-doo-doo.
Do-do-do item repair. Probably later. Probably a later thing. I guess if Brian asks, then it might happen.
True. Because me reaching out...
You could have any guest from previous FLoB-A-Thons. Which one would you have? Nobody. You heard it here first.
Huh.
You could do like a whole FLoB-A-Thon. Where are they now?
This is true. Gavin, true. He's very busy. At least he seems very busy.
Probably not right now.
No, probably not right now. He does seem like he's like, I guess I'll do a slow motion of this.
Yeah, all of the videos are very much so like, I'm real bored, so I'm going to do this thing.
I found this old camera. Here's how it works.
FLoB-A-Thon guest tier list challenge. Now that's how you get dude to really question rolls. I have to imagine you're the first person I started following on Twitch.
He has to imagine.
Probably. Because I'm pretty sure I had a Justin.tv account.
Classic.
I didn't watch Justin then.
I don't think Justin was... Which Justin?
It was just a Justin joke.
Oh, ha! I thought you meant the HC Justin.
It could have been. I think honestly, the most I used Justin.tv for was rebroadcast stuff. If you catch them under F. That's very much so what it was primarily used for in the early days. Oops, whoops, why is this channel playing Top Gear?
Ow! Dang it,
What have you
Wolfie.
done?
Ran into him with a boat.
How could you?
The old pain sound.
I make those all the time. Ooh.
Person I subscribe to on YouTube.
I haven't become convinced. I haven't subscribed yet.
Well, yeah.
I just subscribed to that Farlands or Bus channel, but
This new
Then the
KurtJMac.
then the show stopped, and I was just so confused. Still a sub to Kurt indeed, though.
Kurt indeed.
Because
I wonder
a Kurt
if
indeed is a Kurt indeed.
should also check to see if that's been shut down, or like same thing with like may contain content. Has that channel been shut down for inactivity or something?
They don't shut them down, but they probably demonetized it.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't demonetized. It's something we made in a day and uploaded 6 videos and then left.
Uh-oh, somebody's treading on your turf from the currently. May contain action podcast.
The may contain action.
That's what came up when I searched may contain content. Yeah, I think that's gone.
It's possible. That's a shame.
That's a shame. Kurt indeed's hanging around though.
Oh, snowing again.
Oh. I almost swallowed that nut.
May contain indeed.
May contain indeed. Dang it. Never have enough dirt. Two girls, one Minecraft. Yeah. They got on with their lives.
Yeah, I have a list in my head of all the people from years past that like just got up and left, and like they just have normal non-internet lives now. Never see them again.
Lucky bastards.
Eh. A drink for those who've escaped. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been escaped as long as Kurt, and I already like I don't know how to return. I don't know what I would even do if I returned.
No, very true. We're screwed.
We are chained to the internet forever.
Is Etho still like making videos and stuff?
Yeah, he still does his he pretty much does everything exactly as he always has.
Okay.
No thumbnails, a couple of videos a week, pulling in millions of views. And I don't know what kind of magic lantern he rubbed or what, but he's got something he never changed and it works.
Mm-hmm.
More power to him. He's entertaining.
He's entertaining. Yeah, but it's still weird just because, like, okay. Like, a lot of us have, like, you know, 10-year anniversary. It's like, okay, the vast majority of the initial audience is now older, and this isn't the sort of thing that they do. So it's like, it's interesting that Ethos somehow, I'm assuming, has gone through the same thing, but he's somehow also picked up like a new generation of people, like, at the same rate.
It all depends on how relevant you care to stay with a younger audience, and I
Right.
don't think you ever cared to stay relevant with a younger audience. And honestly, most of Minecraft didn't, and I think that's why you see what you see.
Yeah.
Too stressful. I don't even like to stream to the Minecraft category. I can't handle it. Too much bundled up energy.
He means they're horny. Sea Nanners and I have the same birthday. He's
Wow.
younger than me, but I don't know. I think he got in a little bit of hot water for some sort of similar thing to like the skins thing that was going on, but it was something different with his. But I think he's still making videos, but I don't think it's Minecraft. I think he's like
The skins things.
Like the CS:GO skins, there were those big popular
Oh,
YouTubers
right,
who have remained big popular YouTubers and streamers, despite, you know, falsifying their ownership in the skin gambling site and falsely showing content of them making easy money on it because they fixed it to do so. You know, illegal stuff, but they're fine.
I mean, when your profit margin is basically being cool, doing something that kids think is cool is probably only going to make you more popular.
Right.
If there's no punishment. So shocking.
A lot of boats today.
Very watery. Where's the compass? It should be on the shirt.
Should be on the shirt at all times. There, I just moved it out of the way to make a bed or something at some point.
I can only see a horrible rainbow.
Thank you, Key Sky. Quay Sky?
I'll allow it. Stealing my brand.
Ow! Wolfie again! Why do these things?
This is one talk. If I were to record an episode of FLoB, it's all of this kind of stuff that you just know that like is on the tip of your brain. Like these are the dangerous things to do that I don't know. That would make me very nervous to record an episode.
Like, watch out for those giant endless chasms that you might suddenly just take one too far steps into.
Cheaty snow and leaves that he gets himself caught in.
My favorite Kurt video from YouTube is where he flew from KSP to the North Pole. I don't know why that's so popular. It's like a really long video too. It like is completely against like allegedly what is supposed to be popular on YouTube.
$806,000 views.
I know. It's like my most popular video.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think it was a stream too. I'm not sure. I don't remember honestly, but
Oh boy, that's some early KurtJMac microphone right there.
Yeah. That's probably the old Razer headset. Yeah, I mean, it like had some funny like clips and stuff in it, but I don't think it justifies the entire 2-hour video getting 800,000 views.
I have an opinion. This is early enough in like you playing Kerbal that every little bit of it is interesting to you. Like nothing is like, oh, well, obviously that happens. So even though it's only what 47 minutes long.
Oh, I thought it was more than that,
But like the whole time you're commentating things in the game.
So you're telling me that's the secret?
Well, I'm saying you only get that experience for a little bit of time. Like you only are interested in every detail of a game when it's new.
Right.
So that's why you returning to Kerbal isn't the same, because all the little details of it aren't interesting because you've already experienced all the little details.
Exactly. Even this last time I tried, it was like interesting at first with the little challenge that it was. But then once we got beyond like the challenge of being able to get off the planet and get to the moon, it's like, well, I've already done all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least all the other stuff that's interested me.
I assume you mean PUBG, because I don't think me and Kurt ever played CSGO.
No, I've never played CSGO.
Yeah, assume it's. Hope we-
Repo mode.
That pacifist PUBG was pretty good.
That pacifist PUBG.
PUBG. It was also 3 years ago. 4 years ago. Long time ago.
Old. And partner.
This PUBG passive video has the weirdest comments on it, and I'm not shocked.
I haven't. Obviously. Perused.
It's amazing how people can't understand how time works on video. Like that things happened in the past.
I see. Recent comments. Bath bomb.
Bath bomb.
From one Key Sky. Thank you for those 5 subs in the tub.
Tub.
Well, I mean, same as Far Lands of Us. Where's your hunger bar? Why don't you sprint?
All right. I guess a lot of it, I think, is the majority of people that probably browse videos on their phone. And you don't usually see like how old the video is if you're doing that. Like it's just a small player. Why don't you ride a llama to the far lands?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you look at that snow?
I'm looking at the snow.
Don't you look at that snow?
There's so much snow.
I'm jealous.
You just want to drive in snow, I think.
No, I want to walk in the snow. I want to watch it snow. Everyone always talks about it sounds different in the snow. Mm-hmm.
He's angry.
Angry. Hey, we recording that on Monday?
Are you asking me?
Uh-huh.
We could.
Because we've already talked about it on Discord.
Oh. Listen.
Cone can have all the snow from Illinois. We don't want it.
You can have all the snow from Illinois.
All of it?
All of it.
I'll be waiting.
Polar vortex.
Yeah, I certainly don't actually want to go driving in the snow.
I thought you wanted to Fast and Furious slip and
I'll
slide.
go do some yard skids or something, but I do not want to go out and about in the snow on cars with summer tires on them. That's what everyone was telling me, like, why don't you just drive to the mountains? And I'm like, that sounds like how you die. But it has all-wheel drive. I may have never lived in the snow, but I'm smart enough to know that all-wheel drive does not save you from snow. And especially ice.
I learned recently that most, if not all, modern Subaru cars can't fit snow chains.
Like, physically?
Like, physically, because there's not enough clearance to, like, the brake calipers or something. Like, I've never used snow chains in my life anyway, so I personally don't even know how they really connect. I have an idea, like a theory, but... Is that not a common thing to own in America? Not
No.
for me, and no. If you're, like, gonna be making drives over mountain passes where it's, like, legally required at times, maybe? Yeah, like, even in Illinois, I never switched to winter tires. Which I feel is more common here. At least I certainly hear them more. When they're driving by when it's not wintry out.
Wintry. Oh, Kurt, I've just come across something horrible.
Oh no!
Passive has less views than Let's Play NASCAR the Game 2013.
Ah.
The next car game sneak peek pre-alpha has more views than the Spin Tires tech demo.
And what about Rigs of Rods?
Rings of Rod's still way up there. That's your number 5 most views.
I know.
And of course, Sinking Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
The North Pole one's the most, but the first day of FLoB is very close to it.
Yep, that's an engine. Oh, that guy. Rigs of Rod's got an update recently? Aren't they busy making BeamNG Drive?
Yeah, that's weird. Unless they just like handed the game off to the community.
Right.
I guess Driver San Francisco had 21 episodes because number 1 and number 21 have a ton of views. But the rest of them are nowhere to be found.
Well, there was the one that got view botted.
Oh, maybe it's that one then.
That has like None of them should have over 100,000 views, but that one certainly does.
Yeah. I could tell by the likes. So yeah, that one. The first one, the first episode has the right amount of likes, but yeah, this other one was rebutted.
I remember even like emailing YouTube about it because I was like worried I was gonna get like taken down or something from it, and they're basically like, "No, don't worry about it." Like, oh, okay.
Your most popular dirt video is Dirt Showdown.
Dirt Showdown.
That's probably because
Gymkhana.
like, is this game any good? And then they learned, no, it's not. You did seed exploration videos? I don't remember this.
I did?
You did. Minecraft 1.3.2 699492. Oh, it must be the
Oh yeah, that was
699.492.
yeah, that was the second
Monument.
F3 number. So I was
Yeah.
trying to see if another
Oh, because 292202?
292242, something like that.
Isn't that what you used for
Castaway. Hoping lightning would strike twice. It did not.
Never does.
Mm-mm.
Behind the scenes part. Look at this cute 4x3 monitor.
Oh, that old
TV
one.
rack.
That old chestnut. That's like a 2-inch bezel around it.
Look at this joystick. Do you still have the joystick?
No,
No.
I don't. I can't. I think I gave it. Like my dad has it or something. That would have been helpful for Flight Simulator.
Mm-hmm. There's the Driving Force GT steering wheel. This video has interlacing in it. What did you record it with?
Interlacing.
You know where the lines like
Mmm.
because it's recorded in a different aspect ratio.
It's possible. I used like an old digital camera.
Yeah,
Like
it's kind of
my Canon S60 or something like that. Alternately a webcam, but I don't know.
if
I even had a
another
webcam.
room like it was a camera.
Hmm.
Do you still play Minecraft in a 720 window on the screen?
No.
No,
I'm in a 1080p window. Remember 1080 penis?
Oh, yeah. You have the weird, not right resolution monitor. Not right. Not
I don't
natural.
remember why did I do that? Why? Other than
Because Fraps wanted you to do that, basically. Like, early Fraps would chug your whole computer if
Right.
you tried to do more than 720 window. And your single PC, so you were usually like looking.
right, yeah.
All you have is your 4x3 monitor over here, and see if you're recording. What you know, open in the background there. Some kind of command prompt thing going in the background. Or did Minecraft used to just have that in the background?
I think Minecraft had that in the background after it launched.
Huh. Why'd you stop wearing the wig?
The wig!
Hey!
Bow, 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 bow.
I can't think of Fraps without thinking of the Free Fraps series and that intro. Like that is just burned into my brain. It's the free Frap series. Oh yeah, I don't know when YouTube started supporting 1080p.
No, yeah, it didn't. And in normal me fashion, it took me a long time, even after they introduced the ability to upload in 1080p. I'm like, I've got everything set up for this. I'm not changing. It's faster to upload and render. Fraps. Now, what came after Fraps? Something else came after Fraps.
Did everybody start using XSplit or DxTory?
DxTory.
Yeah.
God, I forgot that like completely. I like looked up at like OBS. I'm like, wait, that's not what OBS is called, right? No, that's OBS.
Yeah, that was the stopgap. There's a lot of people that were holdovers on switching to OBS too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I remember DxTory was like the first one that you could like save multiple audio tracks.
Yeah. I think I started with Fraps, but then kind of went. I was an early adopter of OBS.
Mm.
These are the kinds of things you can do when nobody was watching, so it didn't matter. Actually had like frames hanging the whole time. And... Is Assetto Corsa playable with a gamepad controller?
Trying to think of those clickbaity titles and topics. Although trying to learn a manual in Assetto Corsa kind of got some decent views.
Yeah, that one did pretty well. Paid for that shifter. Then he actually learned how to drive a manual and never used his sim racing wheel again.
Yes. This is nothing like it at all. Throw it in the trash.
It really isn't.
No.
Like, one Gem Knight Shyamalan has been learning to drive a manual, and he's he's way better than I'll ever be at sim racing. And it's funny hearing him like struggle with driving a real manual because he's like, it's not similar at all. Like, I learned nothing. Yeah, it's been very amusing listening, like just reading his very timid questions about driving. Yeah, what's with all the water?
There's a lot of water.
What's the deal with all the water?
Global warming.
Oh.
Sea level rise.
I remember there was an era of Farlands or Bust where you thought that the terrain was starting to get weird. Like you were convinced that things were starting to get strange. Like you were like, this can't be right.
I did not understand the Farlands or the concept of how it all worked, or the distances involved even. And yeah, I just figured, I'm like, oh, the only reason it's like so sudden in all the pictures you see is because somebody teleported there, so it just started generating. If you actually walk there, it must be a gradual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Good night,
I assume...
Aram.
Oh,
What's up?
Rambos. Get a roll, ER.
Rambos.
He sure can. Yeah, the very expensive racing wheels, I'm sure they're more realistic in like the force feedback, but it's still not going to help you driving a manual. Like, I don't know that you even physically can simulate like how a clutch feels. Or you could, but it wouldn't be reasonable to try to do it. Also, what's the deal? 65%? 4%?
65%. I know.
We can do 4%.
It seems like the second hours that we've been doing this, everything slows down.
I have a theory, KurtJMac.
Oh, what is that?
There's a reason I don't stream between the hours of 6 p.m. and midnight. Generally. That is because my following list becomes pages long.
Ah.
Yeah.
Competition.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's never going to change for me, so.
No, it's not. But if you want to you want to get them prime time donation hours, you gotta sell out during that 4 to 6 hour whenever you're streaming. That's
gotta
the Kurt
sell
I know,
out?
selling out, and driving donations, and none of this is gonna happen.
No.
No.
Reading fan fiction. Pies to the face. Pies!
Reading fan fictions.
GeoGuessr. Well, then that wouldn't be Far Lands or Bust. This is like some sort of Artari character or something in this water.
Artari?
Artari!
Gotta become a
Oh,
ska
I see it
band.
now.
Artery. You gotta become a ska band? Selling out? Is that what that is a reference to? Oh, Wolfie, well, don't be up here, you dingus. Go on, get. Oh, not like that. Key Sky.
Key_Sky gifted a Tier 1 sub to CFG 9000. They have given 140 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much. Ooh.
A gentle nudge.
Was a gentle nudge.
There was no damage sound.
Why am I being mean to Wolfie? Look at that heart that I'm missing. You want to know how that happened? You want to know how I got this scar?
Could eat some bread.
I could eat some bread. I was about to say, well, but then I'd have to put down my crafting table.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally just did that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hello, what was that name? It unfortunately.
Heimdall.
What was that?
Heimdall.
Heimdall. Thank you for the donation. Getting us out of the
66%.
slump. 66%. Do I need
Thanks,
to
Heimdall.
force some of the cats in here or something to encourage donations?
Yeah, that's how you get it.
Do I need to use them?
I would never.
They're currently crying out because it's dinner time.
Are they picky eaters? Like, do they constantly have to have their food changed?
It doesn't seem like it, but they are like picky. Like she
Yeah.
has had to like try to dial it in, and when she tries something that's like cheaper or different, it always fails or it messes up their eyes or something. I don't know, but yeah, Niblet certainly prefers wet food. Peepers is just fat. Just eats everything and pushes Niblet out of the way. Is that a cat thing?
Yeah, my cat decided recently that he's reached an age where he gets to be very picky about what he eats, I guess. I don't know what happened. But now it's like I have to rotate flavors on given days where he gets upset.
I need to cleanse my palate.
Mm-hmm. Like I had a variety pack and he seemed to really like the salmon one out of it. So I bought a whole thing of salmon. And then after like 3 days, he was like, "Oh, whoa, 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 no, no, no."
I believe we've had a miscommunication here.
He's going on 10, I think. He's as old as far lands or bust.
Hey!
Hey! I have a terrible joke in my head.
Uh-oh.
It's a race, Kurt.
Oh, no. Well, that's weird. I don't know if I even want to win or lose that race. It's all right. There's no good outcome. Oops. Speaking of which, I forgot to get Wolfie, I think. There it is. Mew Arturu. Nice.
Hey.
Got us to 69%.
Nice.
Much appreciated. Very generous. $141 donation. There's Wolfie. It's fine. And that means we've unlocked girlfriend stream.
I tried to clip it earlier. The funny moment of
Nice.
69% that you didn't get. And Twitch struck me down.
Did I like say it weird or?
There was an order of words that sounded different than you intended.
Ah.
But you know when you're doing a clip, I don't know if you actually make clips or not, but sometimes it like you tell it it's gonna end at a point and it goes back like 2 seconds instead.
Oh yeah. It's like highlights.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any spawners today.
No.
No spawners, no flocks of pink sheep.
That you lied to me about. I believed you. Too.
I figured that was transparent enough to realize that not such a thing would happen.
I thought a true friend wouldn't lie about something so important.
I'm not the one who said it. It was chat.
They're your chat. My chat would never lie. Cobot's behind on the times.
Behind on the times?
Prime Gaming, not Twitch Prime.
Yep, that's Cobalt's fault.
Cobalt?
Cobalt!
Chevrolet Cobalt. Was that Jimmy Johnson?
Who's Jimmy Johnson?
48.
Ah, yeah, there's no alert. The alerts start at 49. Wait, 59? No,
50.
50.
51?
I think, wait.
No,
they
all of them.
I think they started, oh, well, I don't know. I think they start at 50.
Has the new nut one been used?
I haven't implemented the new nut one. I mean, I kind of mostly just made that clip as a joke, but I could use
I'm
it.
sure you did.
There we go, Vash.
Remember, am I remembering right that you can't do the ploink noise anymore? You lost your ploink? Oh, you can.
Yeah,
I thought I
it's-
remember you not being able to do it.
I think I've tried doing it, and it's easy to fail at it. Like, you just, like, get it wrong. Sometimes I can get it good, and
I hate it.
other times I can't. You hate it?
I hate it because it's like one of those things that seems like it should be easy to do, but I can't do it.
Mm. Yeah, the girlfriend can't either. Frustrates her. Like, for a millisecond, then she gets on with her life.
No, every day of my life, Kurt, I think I could have been somebody. I waste all my time trying to ploink.
How long has it been since the last time you checked? That was the last time a terrain jetter.
Jittered.
Which was, I don't have the number in front of me, but 4,100,000 something. Yeah, the correct term for that sound is point.
That was 6 months ago.
6 months ago, but it was only like 12 episodes ago.
August 11th. Episode 794. Think of all the progress you've made.
All of the progress.
Is this the worst idea of mine that you've ever committed to?
No.
What's the worst idea of mine you've ever committed to, and why was it Conelanders?
Well, I had forgotten about that until now. Thank you very much.
Repressed memory. That wasn't my idea. You can't blame F1 multiplayer on me. That was beef. That was 100% beef, and I will take no blame. But boy,
True.
that was bad. That made Conelanders look smooth.
Spooky noises.
Cone needs to donate if he wants to ask a question.
Speedrun. There is a lot of sand. Wanna make the hidey hole in sand.
In sand?
In the sand.
That's in sand.
That's weird. Alright, Wolfie, have a seat. I found a small few blocks of dirt. That surely will not be enough to make this easy on myself.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Nope. Certainly wasn't. Oh, hello. Beans.
I hope this is the next 20 minutes.
Alright, listen.
If you're gonna get creepered, this is the kind of moment that's gonna happen.
Listen, I'm figuring it out. I'm a skilled hidey hole architect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Beans. Is this a thing I can do?
Man, that's the word you should have trademarked.
Beans?
Not beans. Hidey hole.
Ah, yes.
Everyone calls their early Minecraft, bed area a hidey hole. You were the first, probably not first.
Copyright KurtJMac. Used without
Somebody should
permission.
be paying you.
In bitcoins. There. Alright, that took some effort, but we did it. Three beds.
And I want to
Oh,
say,
almost made 3 planks.
you're so cool.
Flamrit, thank you
Is
for
that weird to
23
say?
months in the sub tub.
Thumbs up.
Hold up.
Thumbs up.
How's the NASCARs going?
They're done.
They're done.
They all crashed. Yep.
That's a shame.
It was the not NASCARs.
I was gonna say it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, February 13th, 2021. Time is it? Oh, I didn't do that. My hand was off the keyboard.
What did you do?
The game just paused again. It like tabbed out and paused like automatically. Haunted. Ooh, spooky. We should leave while we have the chance. I'm going to do that.
Interrupting snore.
That was hard to do while I was laughing. Again, with the multiple numbers. I mean, I guess there's like a 1 in 10 chance of it happening, but 33,933.4 megabytes.
If only it was 0.9, that would have been beautiful.
I know. Sorry.
You suck. Should have made that one block further.
Dug one level deeper. Stream marker. Part 3 of February 13th. Far lands or bust a day. 10-year anniversary-a-thon. Extravaganza Orama 2021 for the CDC Foundation's fight to crush COVID-19. So maybe not Raymond Park on Monday night then. Monday night, it's usually like Monday 2 p.m. for me. we could do it live. You mentioned that before. Do a live Raymond Park during FLoB-A-Thon. That won't at all cut into like the content on your end, will it? All right, here we go. Get your wolves ready. Did I do everything right? I made a stream marker. I did the backup. I did. Got that open. Sure. Woof! So soon, Wolfie. Once I get out of this cactus field, I shouldn't do cobblestone. There we go. Or sandstone or whatever. Let's grab Wolfie. Should have made it down there. And continue on for a rare part 3. Kurt is not going to regret this in the least. Well, you have a new guest lined up, right? I think it's pretty obvious that I do not. It's just gonna see how interesting it would be if I was by myself. I suppressed a yawn right there. I don't know if you could tell. Get I remember Lofty. Ooh, look at these squids. This squid's gonna die. Send a letter to Kitman. 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 Who is Kitman? I mean, I remember uh, um, like he's streaming again and stuff. What is his name? My brain, as you know, is not good holding on to the information that is fed to it over a short duration of time, even. And the overlay is 1/3 of the screen. I know I was trying to be like Zelda-thons and stuff like that. One of the people who was in the first FLoB-A-Thon. I know Zach. I'm just trying to think of like what his YouTube stuff was. Like why were we speaking? No, Kitman. I'm thinking of Zeku, and he goes by something else, and I've forgotten it. I really should. I have the footage from the first FLoB-A-Thon, and I'm hoping that like Adobe Premiere will be able to make sense of it, unlike Sony Vegas had no idea what to do with it. I should just put that together and upload it. Against all of my better judgment. Edit ZP, that's who Zeku is. And he's like been back and streaming and stuff. But Kitman, yeah, I know, Kitman1973. Kitman. I mean, that sounds extraordinarily familiar, but I don't even remember, like, the connection or the person. Like, I remember Irish Lantern, because they're still around, like, doing, like, game dev stuff. Well, I can't click on links while I'm streaming. What do you think this is? Some sort of professional production? The British, that's right. Wasn't he an older guy? Or something? Kind of disappeared? Probably just disappeared. What's that over there? Let's just be seeing. Oh, okay. I thought it was cobblestone, but it was just coal. Huh. Oh yeah, back when I was doing like YouTube shoutouts that like have not aged well, some of them. Yeah, let's maybe not start to look too finely at the early days of Farlands or Bust and people we hung out with. I don't know. Perhaps not. Just saying. Hey, if they watch the Wolfie video, the Wolfie perspective video, you gotta endure early FLoB cringe. I don't mind the cringe. It's like trying to like dig up what happened to people. Like that's kind of like that gets a little bit weird sometimes, I think. In certain situations. Especially to the point where I'm like, who was that? Where are they now? Maybe they don't want you to know. Gauss. Cows in boats and cows in boats. Ooh, buddy. Although that was back in the days when people were trying to help each other on YouTube. Referrals and things, and make friends and stuff. Remember when you told us you used to drive your old Cavalier and make the tires squeal around corners? I did? I don't remember. I don't remember things. Super old FLoB video. I've just been saying, let's not go down that dark and dangerous path. Murder! Oh. Well, that's because I care about the Z. I'm not gonna try to crash it. Boop. Dang dirt, dang it. I need some member berries. You also have slid through red lights going down ice hills. That was an accident. That was nothing was harmed. It was an ice storm, which I'm glad we don't really get here. And I was still going very slow, yet I was unable to stop when the light turned yellow and then red. So I just slid through and everybody around knew what was happening. Because it didn't have analog brakes. That was a premium option in 2004. Not that the anti-lock brakes would have helped in that situation anyway. Sure. Yeah, icy roads are pretty sucky. Like snow, you can deal with because there's still some traction there, and you're not an idiot. You can figure things out, but ice, as they say, ice baby, is a whole nother story. KurtJ traction control off. Traction control on a Cavalier? Delusions. For 5 years? For 10 years? Yeah, we're in HD now. We started at 720p, 30 frames. And look how far we've come. I can use some wood. Oop. Where are you going? I've been looking for some clay. Oh, there it is. Journey over. Did it. Now we can start building that brick addition to the spawn cabin. Careful, Wolfie. How did that even transpire? Excuse me. Hmm. 10 years playing a video game is pretty impressive. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people play video games for longer. I mean, like, I just mentioned, like, the Zelda-thon and, like, Zelda fans and... Same game, though? True. The same save. Yeah, I mean, I think for... like... RPG, MMO... stuff. Oh, we're above the clouds. That's probably not unheard of. Holy Moses. Alright, I don't want to be up here. I don't want to be up here. Let's find some way down. Well, it ain't that way. What have I done? There's been weird stuff like that happening. I don't know if you noticed today. Like, there have been a couple times where I, like, go down, then up, then down, like, a step that I've already taken. With, like, the terrain jitter, I feel. Not as impressive of a mountain from down here. Oh, I mean, kind of, I guess, probably. Probably. Seeds! It's 12,550,820 blocks is the Farlands. LOL. Lol. Ugh. Kangaroos are dolphins? Why did you pull that one up? Boing. Oh, I'm sorry. Oof. I ain't got no legs or body or anything. This is a long boat ride. Build height increased. But, like, the build height increased before, and then, like, they didn't actually increase the scale of the terrain, though. So yeah, you'd have to enable amplified terrain, which already is, like, kind of unusable and unplayable in the normal game. Alright, speaking of terrain, I need to sleep. Ah, dirt. Could you keep going overnight? I could, but it would be very dark and boring. And it's much safer and nicer just to sleep through the night. .360, no splash! Also, sleeping in a bed resets my spawn there in case anything were to happen. So it's nice to do that as frequently as possible. I'm yawning. I have not died in this game. That is why I don't break the beds, and why I constantly have to keep getting wool. Oh, beads, sorry. Quick, you gotta come up with some questions, some donations for the CDC Foundation. This is a walk-a-thon after all fundraiser. Did you ever find a good gluten-free beer? Well, I don't drink anymore, so I don't really care to. And also, no, not really. I think before I quit, I kind of likened to, like, ciders were a bit better. But even that was kind of over it, I guess. I mean, there's some in Seattle here, even, like, local breweries who only make gluten-free beer. So you can have, like, kind of the various types, the lights and the darks and the whatever, the hoppy IPA type style stuff. So I just stuck with whiskey. Moving to Redmond. Well, there's a couple in the area, yeah. I think there's one downtown, kind of downtown on the south side called Ghostfish. Is it Ghostfish Brewery? I think so. Like everything there is gluten-free. How many shorn sheep? I don't think we're keeping up with FLoB stats anymore. We'll never know. I mean, I'm sure you could try to do the math on how many Minecraft days I've gone through in the game, and then, you know, multiply that by 3, which will give you the amount of wool, but it's a random number of wool per sheep you get anyway. Of course, I've slept in some beds multiple times to build monuments and stuff, and there's spooky noises. See, that's what he does. This little dingus. Go! And then he jumps right into my fist. KurtJMac, thank you for the donation to the CDC Foundation charity. I will give Wolfie some bones on your behalf. Shit. Sometimes it just hits you. Yeah, the stats in this game are for all your worlds. And also, like, the installer and, like, the place you install it. Like, you know, if you update the installer and change your like, install directory. Like, I've changed computers multiple times. We'll, like, reset it, because it's, like, held, like, not in the save file. It's held in, like, the user. Got angry squirrels throwing things. How many worlds do you have? I think on this version, like 5. Like, wasn't that the maximum you could have for a while? I have my, like, other single player worlds that I was playing on, like, before I even started YouTube, I think are on here still. Which are known as, like, World 5, World 1, World 2, you know. Which was before you could name your worlds. You kids have it so easy these days. UHC? I mean, no, that was a multiplayer server game. Nice arch, thank you. I've been working out. Boats, boats, boats. Why does it feel like my inventory is very empty? Like, comparatively. Am I, like, missing things? Or is it just... I guess I don't have a stack of dirt on me like I normally might. I don't have those extra tools anymore because they broke. True. That was a lot of boats and beds. Do you like craft beers? I don't drink anymore. So, no. This seems like a nice place for a little hidey hole. Elevated, of course. Funny if the whole thing collapsed. Woof. Gravel Island. The jazz cabbage. Nope, don't do that either. But thank you for giving me that new term to refer to it as. Oh, that's funny. uh,
What the hell is this? Some kind of tube?
Valet at dawn. Valet at dawn? Sure. Welcome to the subtub. Thank you for that Prime Gaming subscription. Subtub. Don't want to use that W word. Weenus. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Remember when you used to upload the map of FLoB? Yes. And that became less useful than it seemed. Actually, I had to take it down because that's like when that article was written and everybody was visiting the site, it took the site down because it had to load 6,000 images to do the map. Boogers. Need some coffee. At this hour? At this hemisphere? This time of year? It's Saturday. What difference does that make? Localized entirely within your mug. Oh, look at these zombies. And they're on fire. Is this your original bow? Probably. Yeah. That's gotta be pretty right. But, like, bows didn't have durability or anything. Checking on Wolfie. Yeah, I'm not a builder. I'm not a builder. I did like even like on the Patreon server. Remember that? I was like, I mean, I was saying like I would do more or build more if I was like allowed creative mode, but even that isn't true. I'm just not interested. Well, that stuff's gone forever. Yep, the jitter is from how far I'm from spawn. Floating points. Yeah, I've gotten used to it. It helps to look off in the distance instead of up close, which might explain why I keep falling into bottomless pits. It's less apparent off there on the horizon versus here, obviously. What color is off math? That was weird, because Wolfie barked at the same time in the game. So it was in surround sound. Toastly. Toastly, I need to know what are some of your favorite, most memorable TV commercial jingles. I'm a fan of the Cash Now and Free Credit Report ones. Mr. Bucket. Clearly. What's a TV? I can only think of The Legal Eagle, which is a very Chicagoland thing. I've got something for you. Boom. Look at those low rates.
Bleep bloop.
Bleep bloop. Cat Train, thank you for 5 months in the sub-tub. I don't even think there was a jingle. It was just a very strange and unusual commercial featuring a man in a eagle suit laying an egg on top of a car. The pizza bagels. We were talking about this yesterday, even. When you got pizza on a bagel, you can have a too good a time. Pizza bagels. I remember we used to get the, like from, what was that called? There was like through like elementary schools and stuff, this might be a patentedly American thing and or even just a Midwestern American thing. But there was like some market day, I think it was what it was called, where you could like buy frozen foods and stuff, like at the school for some reason. I'm sure it was some scam, just like selling magazines and wrapping paper. Allegedly got the school money, but I doubt that was really the case. But I remember the market day, it was like French bread pizza, book fairs, right? But it was like a pizza, like on the bottom of like a French bread bun, but just like the bottom and then the pizza on top. There had to be a specific name for those. Nope. ZK still, what are they called? Like what's the nomenclature? Other than like French bread pizza. And not like a cheesy garlic bread, but like French bread. Okay, yeah, I remember. They always came out soggy. Do they still come out soggy? I don't know why that made. I just thought of like pizza bagels and then went down this road. Not when you cook them. Not when you have an air fryer or a convection oven. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a pizza bagel, except the bagel is replaced with a slice of French bread. That's too much work. You use the microwave. The microwave, eh? Yeah, I remember those. I don't remember the last time I had them. But yeah, it was always from Market Day. I don't know what the point... Like, we never went to Market Day. It was always something just our parents went to. Yeah, it was like a fundraising thing. Right, like selling wrapping paper in magazines. Just kind of grooming kids to be part of multi-level marketing schemes. Do schools still do that? Are they still getting scammed? Well, Girl Scouts are a different thing, because Girl Scouts are like a club that are not supposedly to be funded by the government to educate our children. So that I could see, like those, that's a whole other thing. Ask again in a couple years. Oh, we will be. Because yeah, I remember reading a bunch of stuff about how, yeah, like it's just like these companies. They're just getting free labor. And everybody feels bad because the kid wants to get the hula hoop or whatever you get for selling so many magazines or rolls of Christmas wrapping paper. And the school gets like a pittance for the sales. A pittance, I say. Be a shame if the schools were actually wholly and fully funded without needing to resort to these things. Can't make up my mind which way I want to go. Cash tornado machines. Candy sales. Yeah, I think that was kind of wrapped in, like, I remember, like, the catalogs for the wrapping paper stuff included, like, gifts and candies and chocolates and things. I don't think we ever did magazines. I think ours were mostly, I just remember the wrapping paper thing. And then, like, expecting kids to go door to door and not get murdered. Alright, well this terrain sure does impede our progress here. What the heck? Ah! Well, that's a bummer. Market Day. See? Little Sean knows about Market Day. Ooh. Take some damage there, Wolfie. It was always like, it didn't have any like brand names on it. They were all just like unlabeled food stuffs. I think they were popular because this was like before the days of the big box, you know, Sam's Club, Costco sort of things. So it was like all the same bulk style items. Nostalgia. You ever miss the days of iPods? I mean, not really. I mean, I don't have time or space or whatever to really listen careful to music anyway, so. I mean, I did own various MP3 players. I did have the original iPod Touch, but I kind of wanted it more because I couldn't afford an iPhone and just kind of wanted something cool like that versus it being like a MP3 player. Speaking of Woot, we talked about Woot yesterday. I did get a Zune one time from Woot. I don't think it was a bag of crap. I think I got a Zune for very cheap. And I very quickly turned that around and sold it on eBay. Oh, can only sleep at night. The battery in my Zune HD is dead. Ow! Zunes. Zune, that's your username. Oh. Yeah, I had like a really tiny SanDisk one. I had one that was like, it looked like a USB thumb drive that you would like plug into your computer and transfer your files, and then you'd plug it into the like battery or whatever, and then it would be the MP3 player. That's it, SanDisk, the Sansa. I had a little Sansa. It was like a iPod mini. Had a little clip on it. Held all 48 megabytes of music or whatever it was. Maybe it was 1 gig. I don't remember. There was one I remember wanting, but I never got. But it had like one of the earlier like OLED screens. And it was like I think it was like a Pebble or something. It was called a Pebble or a Puck or a something. I don't remember what that was or who made it. I never ended up getting it. Movo. God, that sounds familiar too. I still have these somewhere, I know for a fact. I'm going to have to dig them up right now. I am. Well, not right now, but at the end of this Minecraft day, I am. Movo. What was the Movo? That sounds very familiar, as if I had one. No, that must be the one I had. Yeah, it was like a USB stick. Motorola Pebble. No, okay, maybe it wasn't called the Pebble, but it was like small and rectangular, and like it had like the whole body clicked to like navigate, and it had like a screen in the middle that was like OLED and like, oh, look, high quality. The sort of things we come up with to talk about in the third hour of Farlands or Bust. Really scraping the eggs off the bottom of the pan, aren't we? Oh, you missed it, Nate. Neo Mama, thank you for the $10 donation to the CDC Foundation. Much appreciated. Thank you. No question with that one, but just a thanks. We don't mention such things around here, right? We were just talking about not bringing up... ah! Beans. Careful, Wolfie! Oh, you... Oh man, I need pigs. Need pigs! More or less straight line, give or take 60,000 blocks at last count. 30,000 maybe. Oh no, don't tell me this is some cliff edge too. Oh, beans. Careful. Careful, Wolfie. Please. Don't be an idiot. Oh, jeez. Still up there. Wolfie? Wolfie? Oh, beans. Did I stand him up after feeding him? Or did I not? Oh, there he is. Ah, you jerk. You ever get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before when walking? Like in the game? That's happened multiple times. We've had some very deja vu-y landscapes. Like nearly almost exactly, and people have agreed. Like there was the area where we had the first F3 monument that like showed up again a few seasons later, and it was like creepily similar. I mean, we've had Canyon of Woes, but like... Kaylee! Oh, you did it. 29.69. Thank you very much, Kaylee. Very nice. Very generous. $50 donation. Oh, okay. Wolfie's on his way. The fist of some guy. Yeah, I was avoiding trying to say anything, but that's a good way to rename it. Oops. For some reason, Google felt like it was time to listen to me. As if it isn't already always listening. How come you don't just dig a canal? Because digging takes a heck of a lot longer than walking. It's slower. And more boring. We don't get to see things like the Canyon of Woe and fall into pits like we did at the beginning. Alright, here we go. That little hill right there. That's our hidey hole. Seat. We dig down. Oops. Perfect. Perfect indeed. We do need pigs next time. Don't forget to remind me. On Tuesday. Although we have reached the girlfriend goal, if I can call it that. So we'll have to plan for that. So I'm 71% of the way there. Not to the far lands, but to the $4,200 goal for the CDC Foundation. Thank you, everybody. A little disoriented there. Boink. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in for this extra long lasting flavor edition of the Far Lands or Bust a Day 10-year anniversary-a-thon extravaganza orama 2021 fundraiser for the CDC Foundation's fight to crush COVID-19. Okay. Oh, see, sometimes I mess up and it's not so great. That's why I don't do that anymore, because if I mess up, then it's all ruined. There we go, that was better. Oh, we did it! With that extra hour we played today, we passed 34 gigabytes. 34,016.2 megabytes.